So what I'm going to do today is hari tu I ajar you macam nak guna Photoshop, okay? Tapi with the last class I ajar you macam mana nak edit gambar, alright? But this time I will teach you how to create a poster using Photoshop. Alright, so maybe after this class, you akan, basically you dah boleh start buatlah you punya poster for your project yang individual tu. So basically I've gone through the basics of Photoshop hari tu, alright. So kalau you nampak, this is the front page, okay. So kalau you nak edit gambar, all you need to do is just click on open. But since we're creating a poster, so we want to create with a blank canvas, so silalah tekan create new. So I will click on create new, okay. So bila you buka ni, you will notice that dia akan bagi you banyak template, bukan design template tapi size template, okay. So contohnya kalau you pergi dekat, let's say lah I go to print, okay, dia bagi you this different type of template punya size yang you boleh guna. Contohnya macam A4, okay. So since we're doing poster yang size A4, okay, for your project nanti, so all you need to do is just tekan A4 here. Alright, so bila tekan A4, dia akan automatically set the width and the height for you. So you tak perlulah nak ukur, okay, width berapa, height berapa for A4 size. But if you want to custom size your canvas, you can as well, alright, by just going to custom, ataupun you just tekan je A4 ni, alright, tapi you boleh tukar dia punya width dengan height kat sini. All you need to do is change it there, okay. So it also depends on what kind of project you want to do. If it's, you know, orientation you nak buat portrait, then dia tegak lah. If you want to make it landscape, then you click here, alright. So okay, another thing we have here is color mode, okay. So if I click on this, you akan nampak ada this different color mode that you can choose from. Alright, so dalam chapter lecture video yang I akan suruh you tengok on chapter 4, okay, dia akan explain to you about color model. Alright, so color model ni just a quick rundown lah, okay. RGB is used for kalau you nak buat project yang you nak share menggunakan devices, meaning that soft copy. Alright, sebab your computer, your screen menggunakan color model RGB, red, green and blue. Tapi kalau you buat project yang focus more on printing, contoh you nak print poster ke, you nak print flyer ke, okay, for the best color model you pilih CMYK. Alright, but for your poster, since I tak nak suruh you print ke apa ke, I just nak suruh you create on your device, alright, so I'll just choose RGB. Okay, so again as well for the canvas, you can also choose the color that you want. Boleh pilih white, black, blah blah blah. Okay, it's up to you mana satu you nak pilih. But I'll just choose white sebab we can always change it dekat dalam kita punya project tu nanti. Alright, so itu je lah kot dia punya basics yang you perlu tahu and tukar. Okay, and then yang ni you boleh namakan you punya poster. Let's say I namakan my poster. Alright, and you can also change where you want to save this. Okay, so just tekan je lah location dia and then tekan create. Okay, so once you click on create, then automatically you will have a canvas ready for you. Alright, now this is a blank canvas, meaning that you can draw on them. Alright, I've explained to you about layers. Okay, so whenever you have a new image ataupun a new element yang you nak add onto your canvas, you kena ada layers. Alright, now if you notice ada certain orang ada ruler kat tepi ni, certain tak ada. Okay, so kalau yang tak ada, I want you to go to view, tekan rulers. Alright, to those yang tak ada ruler dekat tepi tu, you can click on view, okay, click on rulers. Alright, kenapa kita perlukan rulers ni? Kalau tak nak guna pun tak apa. Alright, tapi rulers ni allows you to create macam guide lah for you. Alright, contohnya macam you nak buat border ke, okay, you boleh letak. Kalau nak tarik ruler tu, just tekan je ruler ni and then you tarik masuk. Okay, let's say lah you nak buat border macam ni. Okay, you dah setkan, I nak lukis mungkin dekat bahagian dalam ni sahaja. Yang luar-luar ni I tak nak kacau. Alright, so this is just allowing you to create some sort of a guide je. Alright, kalau dah siap tak nak guna dah ruler ni, you boleh tekan bawa tarik masuk. tekan, okay, bawa tarik masuk. So I can do that for all the guides yang I create tadi. Alright? Okay, so for now, okay, for today, apa yang I nak show you adalah I want to teach you how to create a simple poster that looks something like this. Alright, that looks something like this. Okay, ini yang I cakap dengan you. Bila you buat you punya poster, okay, I tak nak you semua benda yang dekat dalam you punya poster tu you copy paste dalam gambar yang lain. Okay, so kalau you perasan semua ni yang shape ni pun I buat sendiri. Okay, even the background pun I design sendiri. Alright, the more you do the editing, the more effects that you put in, the better your poster will be and the higher your marks will be for your project. Okay, jangan setakat just copy paste dah siap. Alright, so I'm going to teach you some of editing effects that you can do inside your poster. Alright, so okay, so first of all, empty canvas. Okay, so apa yang I nak buat sekarang adalah I nak lukis this, yang shape besar ni, yang I nak letak delicious burger kat dalam tu. Alright, so to do that, okay, I'm going to create some sort of a guide. Okay, sebab I nak buat shape ni, I tak nak kacau dekat belah tepi tu. Okay, so maybe what I can do is I can just tekan ni, tarik, bawa masuk like this. Tekan, tarik, bawa masuk like this. So I budget, okay, maybe my shape should be inside this line lah. I tak nak dia terlebih keluar. Alright, so what I can do here is, whenever you want to create any shape, ataupun you nak colourkan certain area dekat you punya canvas, you must select that area. Okay, so sekarang ni dekat you punya layer hanya ada background. Alright, so for a new shape, a new selection yang you nak buat, silalah create a new layer. Okay, so to create a new layer, go down here, you akan perasan ada gambar plus kat sini. Tekan dia, okay, suddenly you will have a new layer for you to draw on. Okay, tak payahlah kacau background tu biar je. Okay, and then this layer I nak buat my shape. Okay, for this layer you can also rename. Contohlah you tak nak letak layer 1, you nak namakan dia shape pun boleh. So senanglah you nak cari balik mana satu you punya layer. Alright, so to select, alright, there are many tools that you can use. Okay, ini selection tool juga whereby you ada shape. Okay, kalau you nak buat shape rectangle, okay, you select je and then dia akan select the shape rectangle for you. Alright, kalau nak deselect, tekan je ni and then you tekan somewhere else and dia akan deselect lah. Alright, so basically ada banyak-banyak shape lah kat sini. You ada bulat, okay, you ada rectangle, and then the one that I want to use, okay, click on the third one. There's a thing called a lasso tool and polygonal lasso tool. Alright, so kalau lasso tool meaning that you punya shape selection yang you nak buat tu is freehand. So contoh I tekan lasso tool, okay, I can create shape. Let's say I can do a heart. Okay, so nanti dia akan ikut selection of the shape yang you buat tu. Alright, so I tak nak yang ni. Okay, I want to create shape yang ada straight edges. Alright, so to senang nak buat straight edge, you boleh gunakan polygonal lasso tool. So click on polygonal lasso tool. Okay, and then all I need to do is just create my shape. So I start maybe from this edge, okay, and then I tarik, I tekan sini, and then maybe I go here, alright, and then I go here, and then I go here. So bila you nak connectkan shape tu, you akan nampak ada bulat, alright, so click, and then dia akan select that shape for you. Alright, so I'm creating my own custom shape, okay, dah select. Okay, right now you're only selecting, you nak colourkan selection you tu. Okay, so to colour this in, I want you to go down here and find paint bucket tool. Okay, gambar ada bucket ni. Tekan dia, okay, bila tekan dia ada gradient tool and so on, tapi I nak you pilih paint bucket tool. Alright, and then down here, you will find colours. So colour yang you nak guna, you boleh tekan. So only choose the top one, okay, click on this. So pilihlah colour yang you nak. Alright, so kalau nak hijau ke, okay, for me maybe I want to choose an orangey color. So I'll choose maybe this one. Okay, so and then I click, maybe I want to choose, okay, this color. Okay, so tekan je, make sure you're selecting layer kat mana yang you nak colourkan tu. So I click on my shape layer tadi tu, okay, and I color this in. Okay, so when I do that and I deselect tekan je ni and click somewhere else. So I will have the shape that I like here. Okay, that I created earlier. Alright, so kalau you nak gerakkan, you boleh tekan move tool and you boleh gerakkan. Okay, so yang benda bounding box ni is from show transform control. Kalau tak nak activate, you boleh switch it off. I've taught you this before. Okay, now, so I've created that shape. So the next shape yang I nak create is this one. Yang dekat atas ni. Alright, so to do that, no, let me ask you a question. Bila I nak create a new shape, do I put it in the same layer or different layer? Kenapa I nak letak dia dalam different layer? Supaya you senang nak edit nanti. You nak edit. Alright. Contoh, sekarang ni kita ada satu layer shape yang I guna. Tengok kalau I lukis, contohlah, I lukis and I letak dia dekat tempat yang sama. Okay, so let's say I draw here. Okay, contoh and then I color this in. Right now, kalau you perasan, okay, these two shape berada dalam layer yang sama. Okay, so bila I nak gerakkan dia nanti, okay, you tengok dia bergabung. Okay, sebab apa dia bergabung? Sebab dia berada dalam layer yang sama. So, to basically nak senang you separate kan you punya setiap shape, whatever element that you put dalam you punya canvas dalam different layers, so you boleh senang nak edit and move around. Okay, so I can undo this. So again, kalau nak undo banyak, you boleh pergi dekat history. Okay, so I go back here. So I want to create a new layer. Okay, and then again, I want to use a polygonal lasso tool. Nak zoom in, boleh zoom in. Okay, and then I want to create the shape on top dekat atas ni. Alright, so I click on this, and then I'll just create my shape. Okay, and then connect the dot. Okay, so just select this area. Okay, again, I pilih paint bucket tool. Okay, so with the paint bucket tool, let's say lah I nak tukar color. Okay, so bila tukar color, actually you boleh pilih color yang you nampak dekat screen. By just dragging dekat you punya canvas, you akan nampak ada dropper. So bila dropper tu, you boleh pilih color yang you nak. Let's say lah I nak guna balik color yang lama, I tekan ni, dia akan tolong pilihkan color tu. Okay, so maybe I don't want to choose this color, I want to choose something a bit darker. So I akan tekan ni. Okay, and I can just color it in. Tekan ni, okay. So, color this in. Alright, so that's what you can do. Okay, so just deselect. Okay, so maybe you boleh gerakkan. Alright, so you boleh guna keyboard juga, atas, kiri, kanan, bawah, semua tu. Okay, now, let's say lah you tak suka color ni, you nak colorkan balik. Boleh, tak ada masalah. Okay, just click on the layer that you want. Okay, and then choose your color. Alright, so maybe I don't like this color, I want to make it a bit more orangey. Okay, I click OK, and then I click on paint bucket tool and I colorkan. Alright, so again sama juga. Okay, mungkin I want something a bit darker like this, and I can just, oops, sorry sebab itu I pergi tekan salah layer. So pergi kat layer yang betul, do that. Alright, so I don't like that color. Okay, alright, now I think I finished with that. I dah rasanya dah okay dah. Okay, so guide ni I tak nak guna, I masukkan dia je balik. Okay, saya masukkan dia balik. So basically this is the shape that we're working with. Okay, so next thing I want to put in is I nak letak the text. Okay, so untuk letak text, I nak you pergi kat tepi, find T. Okay, when you click on T, okay, bila you tekan lama sikit, alright, you ada beberapa jenis font text punya tool yang you boleh guna. You boleh guna horizontal ataupun vertical type tu. Kalau vertical maksudnya text yang you tulis tu akan pergi ke bawah. Dia akan menegak. Kalau horizontal maksudnya text you macam biasalah melintang. So I want to choose melintang. And then up here you can choose the color of your text. So let's say I'm choosing white. And click OK. Okay, so you pilih lah you punya text apa yang you nak guna. Say let's say I use this one and you boleh choose apa dia punya type dia. Okay, I choose regular. Okay, and this is the size of your text. So I want to put in delicious. Okay, I want to put in the word delicious. Okay, so this thing, bila I dah buat macam ni, okay, if you take a look at my text here, okay, notice the word delicious ni dengan delicious ni lain, right? Sebab apa dia lain? Because of the spacing yang dekat tengah-tengah tu. Spaces in between the characters is called tracking. So maksudnya kita boleh tukar dia punya spaces kat tengah-tengah character tu. Alright? So to do that, okay, click on layer delicious you tadi tu. Okay? And go to window. I nak you cari character. Okay? Bila you tekan character, suddenly benda ni akan pop up. Alright? So this thing, okay, so this thing you boleh tukar tau. Alright? By default sebenarnya rupa dia macam ni. Okay, 100 here, 100 here. Okay. Now, untuk tukar dia punya tracking dia, you akan perasan dekat tepi ni, bila I hover my mouse here, dia cakap set the tracking for the selected characters. Maksudnya, you boleh tukar spaces in between the characters. So, bila I tarik benda ni, you akan perasan you punya text, dia punya spaces in between characters tu boleh tukar. Okay, kalau lagi banyak you tarik, lagi banyak space dia. Okay, so let's say I tarik, you can even type in if you want. Okay, so I rasa I'm okay with this. Alright, delicious like that. You can even change dia punya height also. Okay, and dia punya width, height and width. Okay, by changing it here. So let's say kalau I tarik ni, dia akan tarik dia. Okay, kalau you perasan you punya text tu, dia akan jadi memanjang ke atas. Okay, you tarik dia ke atas. Alright, so normal 100. Okay, kalau you nak dia lebar pun boleh juga, you tarik dekat sini. Okay, so dia akan jadi makin penyek lah, makin lebar. Alright, so those are some of the things that you can edit when it comes to your text. Okay, kalau dalam Microsoft Word benda macam ni semua you tak boleh buat. Okay, with Photoshop you boleh buat. Alright, okay, so once you've done that, okay, this is called apa tu, tracking, nak tukar dia punya spaces. Okay, next thing, okay, I nak letak another text yang tulis burger here. Okay, if you notice the font that I'm using, actually dalam you punya komputer, okay, by default font-font yang selalu you jumpa ada apa? Times New Roman, Arial, Comic Sans, blah blah blah. So you are limited to certain type of fonts that you boleh guna. Okay, tapi kalau you nak guna font yang cantik-cantik, macam mana? Alright, actually you boleh download je and install dalam you punya komputer. Okay, kalau you perasan dekat dalam Google Classroom yang I bagi tu, I ada bagi you satu font file. This one, Avi Fidan. Alright, I use this font for my poster untuk letak burger ni, perkataan burger. Okay, macam mana I dapatkan font ni? Okay, font ni, all you need to do is just go to Google and type in free fonts. Tekan je free fonts. And then ada banyak website yang boleh bagi you free font tu. Contohlah I choose this one, 1001 free fonts. You will notice that ada banyak font yang you boleh guna dalam you punya project. Okay, so let's say I like this one. So all you need to do is just tekan download. Okay, so bila you download, okay, file tu, what you need to do next is you will notice that you punya file tu, kalau nak tahu sama ada the font file ataupun tidak, okay, you right click and I want you to go to properties. Alright, dalam video last class yang I ajar juga, font kita ada PostScript, TrueType dengan OpenType. Okay, untuk devices sekarang, font yang selalunya orang guna hanyalah TrueType ataupun OpenType. So bila you install you download you punya font tu, pastikan font type tu sama ada TrueType ataupun OpenType. Kalau dia salah satu, you boleh install je mana-mana. Alright, so for this one, dia punya TrueType. So bolehlah guna. Okay, so right click and just click on install. Okay, so bila you tekan install, ini I dah install dah lah. Okay, so bila dah install, you boleh terus guna you punya font. Alright, so you will notice that when I click on T here, okay, when I click on T here, T, okay, I need to change back this to 100. Okay, so I want to type in burger. Alright, but I don't want to use this font. I nak guna font yang I install tadi, Avifidan. So I click on this, automatic dia akan tuliskan burger. Alright, dia akan tukar font tu lah. So I want to make it bigger. Okay, you can even type in if you want. Let's say you nak lagi besar, mungkin 80. Alright, and then just go here. So I don't like dia punya spacing tu, so I can change this as well. Nak dekatkan dia lagi pun boleh. Okay, I think I like it like that. Alright, so nak kecilkan pun boleh. Just go to show transform control pun, you boleh kecilkan. Kecilkan, okay, enter. Okay, so design your poster according to how you want your poster to look like lah. Kalau rasa cantik macam ni lah. Alright, okay, so I leave it at that. Okay, and then want to add on another text ke atas ni, Burger King. So, I boleh tekan kat sini, I letak Burger King. Okay, and then I'll just make it smaller. Maybe a bit bigger, 30. Alright, so nak sengitkan dia, I need to go to show transform control and I just rotate. Okay, tekan enter and I want to make it a bit bigger. Okay, and I'll leave it at that lah. Okay, so this is how my text look like. Alright, now if you notice that this text burger ni, perkataan burger ni dengan this burger nampak berbeza. Sebab I ada letak effect dekat situ. Okay, ni dia nampak macam timbul. Alright, so for everything yang you, every shape, every apa-apa element yang you buat, you actually boleh tukar dia punya effects dia tu. Alright, so to do that, pergi dekat layers sini. Okay, just double click. Okay, bila you double click on this layer, dia akan keluar layer style. Meaning that you boleh tukar dia punya style dia. Okay, so for this one, you boleh tukar bevel and emboss. Oh sorry, I salah pilih layer. I nak pilih burger, bukan Burger King. Okay, so double click. Okay, so you boleh pilih bevel and emboss. You boleh pilih stroke. Okay, you boleh pilih inner shadow. So semua ni ikut up to your preference lah. So for my one, I use drop shadow. Okay, so kalau you tengok drop shadow ni pun you boleh edit dekat tepi ni, you boleh edit. Alright, so if I click on drop shadow, okay, you boleh tukar opacity dia. Alright, so kalau you nak shadow dia nampak lagi banyak, so you boleh naikkan dia macam ni. Okay, kalau macam I nak sikit je kot. So I tarik dia sikit like that. And okay, if I'm happy with that, okay, you boleh tarikkan. So play around to however effect that you like. Okay, I think I like it like this and I click OK. Right? So I want to gerakkan. So macam ni. Delicious. And nak ke ataskan sikit. Okay. So I think I'm happy with that. Alright? Okay. Now, I've done this first part. Okay. So the next part that I want to do is, so let me zoom out. Fit screen. Alright, so the next thing yang I nak buat adalah I nak buat dia punya background dia. Okay, so to do the background, again I need to select area mana yang I nak colourkan background tu. Okay, so when you want to select, always create a new layer. Okay, and then since background kita shape square je, so just click on selection tool yang rectangular. Okay, and then select area mana yang you nak buat background colour tu. So mungkin I nak buat around like this. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. So dah select. So I can choose my paint bucket tool again. Tekan. Okay, choose my color. So let's say I'm choosing this darker color. Click OK. And then I just color it in. Okay, so like I said, layer you boleh gerak-gerakkan. So you layer ini you tarik bawa ke bawah. So kalau dia nak belakang ni, you letak belakang ni. So kalau belakang lagi, belakang lagi. So mungkin I nak buat letak belakang macam ni. So paling bawah sekali you letak. Okay. So once I've done that, alright. And then, contohlah bila I tengok benda ni, I rasa delicious perkataan Burger King apa semua ni terlampau ke bawah. I nak naikkan dia ke atas. Okay. Kalau you perasan, setiap layer ni adalah layer yang berbeza. Takkanlah you nak gerakkan satu persatu. Okay, so untuk select semua layer yang you nak, okay, yang mana you nak gerakkan tu, you tekan layer you, let's say, I nak gerakkan, okay, tekan move tool, okay. So, let's say lah, mula-mula I tekan Burger King, okay. So, I nak select semua ni, bukan setakat Burger King. So, dekat you punya keyboard, I nak you tekan control. Okay, tekan control, so you boleh select layer yang mana you nak gerakkan tu. So, maybe this, and also this. Okay, so dah select semua tu, you boleh just gerakkan. Okay, so tariklah. Letakkan dia, oops. I terlupa nak gerakkan shape juga. Okay, I think I'm happy like that. Okay, alright. So, dah rasa okay, placement is okay and everything. Okay, next thing I want to do is, I want to put in, okay, I nak letak this thing. Apa tu panggil? Dia punya meja dia tu. Okay, so, I dah bagi you satu gambar, which is Word. Alright, so nak masukkan gambar tu, all you need to do is just tekan, buat masuk je. Just drag and drop. Okay, so automatic dia akan masukkan kat dalam you punya canvas tapi in a different layer. Alright, so this one you boleh tarik and then just put it dekat sini. Okay, so if you're happy, tekan enter. Alright, and this is how it will look like so far. Okay, but if I show you this, now take a look at this one and this image yang I bagi ni. Okay, apa beza meja dia tu? Sekejap I tunjuk you all. Can you see the difference of the design of the meja? Tu tengok bila I letak burger. Let's say if I put in the burger. Okay, dia nampak macam fake. Rasa nak? Dia macam tak pak macam tu. Okay, so to make it real, actually I play around with dia punya dimension of the picture. Okay, I gerakkan dia punya angle dia. So how I do that is, you tekan gambar Word tadi tu, okay, go to show transform control, okay, and I nak you zoom out. So zoom out, alright. So this thing, you boleh tukar how you want to penyekkan gambar tu. Okay, so kalau you perasan bila meja kita tak kat gambar kan, kalau you tengok gambar ni, dia punya belah atas tu kecil, belah bawah ni besar. Right, so meaning that kita nak create that illusion. Alright, so dekat hujung ni, okay, bila you nak tekan hujung ni, I want you to click on, sekejap control. Click on control kat keyboard. You boleh basically bila you tekan control, setiap edges ni you boleh tukar. Right, so let's say I put it here. Okay, so kalau contoh you nak buat meja you sengit, you boleh buat macam tu. Okay, so I nak buat dia straight on. So lagi satu pun I tarik juga. Alright, so tekan control and then you can edit this. Click on control, you can edit it and make it look like that lah. Okay, dah siap, tekan enter. Okay, so bila I zoom in back, okay, you will notice that I punya ni dah nampak real instead of nampak fake tadi. Okay, so once I've done that, okay, the next thing yang I nak letak is I nak letak gambar burger tadi. Okay, so again tarik, bawa masuk, letak burger. Alright, so just put your burger there and then kalau nak kecilkan, boleh kecilkan. Okay, so I think I want to make it a little bit smaller. Enter. Okay, and then gerakkan. So it looks like that. Alright, so if I open up this image, okay, I tertinggal best deal in town. So I'm going to write that here. Okay, so you actually boleh duplicate layer juga. Contohlah, I malas nak type in, I nak copy je tulisan delicious ni. Okay, so go to your layer delicious. Okay, right click, you boleh duplicate layer. So duplicate layer, tekan OK. Nanti automatically you boleh gerakkan letak dekat sini. Okay, so you can change it. So, okay, and then I want to make it bold. Alright, and then I want to change, let's say you nak tukar text tu, you nak edit the text. Okay, pergi balik dekat T and then just click on the text, nanti you boleh tukar text tu. Okay, So I'm gonna put best deal in town. Then I'm gonna drag this, put it here. I think that's fine. Okay. So bila dah buat tu, next thing yang I nak buat adalah, if you take a look, my background, okay, I ada letak effect macam ada shadow kat tepi tu. Okay, macam darkness. I nak buat effect macam tu lah. Alright, sebab kononnya burger ni macam the spotlight. Okay, so to do that, what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using a brush. Okay, so silalah create a new layer. Create a new layer. Okay, tekan new layer. Dekat tepi ni, I want you to find gambar brush. This one. Okay, so if you click on brush tool, there are many type of brushes yang you boleh guna. Okay, so ada general brush, dry media, contohlah let's say lah I pilih special effect brush. Banyak speckle pula. Okay, let's say, okay, I tunjuk you ni lah. So, choose your color. Let's say I choose hitam. Okay, you can besarkan you punya brush. Ini boleh kecilkan. Alright, so ini you punya brush. Besar kecilkan, you tahu kan macam mana kan? Alright, so let's say I click on this, dia akan create that effect for you. Okay, kalau you nak buat design macam ni lah, up to you. Okay, kalau macam I tak suka yang ni. So, I'm using a different brush. So, the brush that I'm using is just a regular general brush. I pilih apa tadi tu? Soft round. Okay, I pilih soft round. Now, you can also change the size here. Alright, hardness, bila soft brown ni dia punya hardness kosong. Bila kosong dia punya edges you tu very soft. Kalau hardness maksudnya dia punya edges dia sangat defined. Okay, so I'll just leave the hardness to 0. Okay, alright. So, jap. Okay, so I'm gonna make the brush bigger. So how I created the effect is I make the brushes very big. Sebab I tak nak dia bila kecil, tengok bila kecil, dia punya effect dia bila I buat macam ni, dia macam very harsh. Okay, I tak nak dia harsh, I nak very dia soft je. So what I do is I besarkan brush. Okay, and I ambil hujung dia je. Macam ni. Boleh nampak tak? Dia create very soft edge. Macam ni. Right? So that's what I'm doing here. So kalau you perlu zoom out, just click on this. You boleh zoom out. Alright, and I'm gonna create this all around. Okay, but contohlah you buat macam ni, you rasa macam alamak, I rasa gelap sangat lah, I nak cerahkan balik yang tengah tu, boleh tak? Boleh. Okay, so you can do that by just choosing the colour yang you nak. So pilih dropper tool, pilih colour asal dia dekat tengah-tengah ni. Okay, colour asal ni. So you boleh pilih balik brush tadi tu. Okay, and you akan basically cerahkan balik. Now, bila I buat macam ni, kenapa semua benda lain di colour sekali? Sebab dia berada dekat layer atas sekali. So you want to put this layer right below all the other images. Okay, so I tarik I punya layer ni supaya dia tak kacau benda lain. So I put it down lagi. Betul-betul dekat atas layer 2 yang I create my design tadi tu, my background. Okay, so you can always play around with the brush again. So kalau you rasa you nak gelapkan lagi, you can do that. Alright, so I rasa macam tu kot okay. Alright, so dah okay, I go back to here, fit screen. So this is what it looks like lah. Okay, now lagi satu. Okay, apa yang I buat effect here is I letak ada drop shadow dekat bawah burger ni. Okay, now again I cakap bila you design certain things, okay, I sebenarnya boleh je I biar macam ni dah siap. Okay, tapi I want to make my poster, my burger tu nampak lagi real. Editing is all about you taking time nak make sure the picture looks perfect. Okay, the picture looks to however standard yang you nak. Alright, so kalau you leave it like this boleh, tak ada masalah. Tapi you boleh make it more real by adding shadow dekat bawah. Alright, so the more effect that you put in, the more better your poster will look like. Okay, so sekarang ni I nak letak effect shadow kat bawah. So how I can do that is, I want to create a new layer. Okay, I create a new layer. And then, shadow dia bulat, right? So I akan pilih selection. Okay, elliptical marquee tool. And I select area dekat bawah ni I nak letak drop shadow tu. Okay, so again pilihlah paint bucket tool and I want you to color this in. Okay, so bila I color this in, I will notice that this layer dekat atas burger, so letak dia dekat bawah burger. Alright, so gerakkanlah to however you want it to look like. So mungkin I besarkan sikit like that. Okay, now if I do this, dia nampak fake kan? Sebab shadow don't really look like that. Shadow dia very soft. So what I do here is I letak effect juga. Alright? So I blurkan I punya shape tu. So untuk blurkan shape tu, make sure you click on this layer. Alright? Layer shadow tu. And I want you to go to filter. Okay? Tekanlah filter blur. Tapi dia ada banyak jenis blur. Okay, I pilih Gaussian blur. Click on Gaussian blur. Alright, and make sure you click on preview. Okay, tekan preview supaya you boleh nampak apa berlaku kat you punya screen. So, you can drag this. Okay, the further you drag, the softer the more blur that you get. Okay, so if I put it higher, then the more blur that you get. Alright, so I rasa macam ni okay kot. Okay, the higher you go, the blur it gets. So tak cantik sangat lah, jangan banyak sangat. So maybe around here is fine. Okay, and I click OK. Okay, so you will notice that you punya gambar akan nampak lagi cantik lah because you dah ada dia punya drop shadow tu. Okay, so the next thing I nak buat is I nak letak dia punya price tag here. Okay, so price tag ni I gunakan shape bulat. So do we have a shape bulat here? Yes, we do. Again, create a new layer. Okay, click on this and then do the shape maybe around that size. Okay, it's okay, you can always move around the tag nanti. Okay, so again pilih color. Now bila you tekan paint bucket tool, kalau you nak solid color, maksudnya satu color je, you tekan paint bucket tool. But you can also use gradient tool. Okay, when I click on gradient tool, right, you can choose the two different colors that you want. Alright, so contohnya for this one, I choose like an orangey and a less orangey color. Alright, so I'm taking this. Okay, I nak ambil color ni maybe. Okay, and then for this one, I nak pilih color ni tapi I nak make it a bit lighter. Like that. Okay, alright. So these are the two colors yang I nak. So you boleh nampak preview dekat atas ni. Alright, so for the type of gradient that you nak, you boleh choose the different effects. So kalau you letak bulat, so all you need to do is just tarik. Bila buat macam ni, rupa dia macam ni. Okay, kalau you buat this one, you tarik, rupa dia macam ni. How you tarik pun akan ada effect juga. So kalau you suka yang straight on like this, then rupa dia macam ni lah. Okay, so I think I like it like so. I nak orange ni lagi banyak sikit, orange pekat tu, so I tarik lebih. A bit more, yeah, like that. Okay, so deselect. So this is my price tag. So letak dia dekat belakang burger. Right, you can gerakkan dia. So it looks something like this. Okay, gerakkan like so. Now next thing is I nak letak text. Okay, so again I choose color putih and I letak kat sini RM RM12.95. Okay, so I can make this a bit bigger. So 24 maybe. Okay, and then dekat sini I nak kecilkan pun boleh. So select mana text you nak kecilkan. Alright, so I letak kat sini RM12.95 macam tu. Okay, so again I nak tulis only ni, so I can just duplicate. Okay, so letak sini, change the text only. Right, and I can change the size 18 maybe or 20. Okay, and just put it here. So even this one, I nak tukar kepada regular ke? Okay, RM12.90 only. Alright, so she can do that lah. Okay, so that's how it looks like. Okay, and then yang semua ni kita dah settle dah. So yang last thing is only this part right here. So macam mana you nak create this thing? Again, konsep yang sama, you pilih selection. So kita just pilih selection rectangular marquee tool. Alright, so new layer. Alright, gerakkan. So pilihlah kat mana you nak buat you punya text tu. Maybe I want to put it here. Okay, since this is a solid color, I'm going to choose paint bucket tool. Alright, and I'm going to choose the color that I want. Maybe I choose this color right here and I colorkan dia. Okay, so this is the shape yang I nak lah and the color that I want. But if you take a look here, okay, what happens is that this, you boleh nampak dia punya background dia. So maksudnya benda ni transparent, dia bukan completely opaque. Alright, so to change the transparency, click on this layer, you will nampak ada opacity. Opacity ni pun you boleh tukar. Alright, so you boleh make it a bit less. So the less you go, the more transparent it will be. Okay, so I tak naklah dia terlampau transparent. Okay, so mungkin like that. And then I can change the color. I don't really like that color. Alright, so maybe that's fine. Okay, so dah siap tu. Alright, all you need to do is just put in your text. Okay, so I nak tulis order now. So I put it here and I write there and I click order now. Okay, benda ni pun I boleh boldkan dia. Okay, I can make it bigger. I nak penyekkan dia ke atas, panjangkan dia so I boleh tarik. Okay, like that. Okay, you can even change the color. Kat sini warna orange. So you boleh tukar. Sini warna orange. So let's say I choose this orange. Okay. Right. Like that. And then just put it there. So untuk for every text that you do, you create a new text layer and then you gerakkan, samakan dia. Supaya you dapatlah something that looks like this. Okay. Order now, Burger King, blah, blah, blah. Alright. So basically this is how you can use Photoshop to create your poster. Okay. Yang I teach you is just the basics. There are many things, other tools yang you boleh guna juga untuk buat you punya poster. Okay. It's just a mere of you trying it out ataupun tak. Alright, so I've taught you macam mana nak letak effect. Okay, boleh double click layer tu, nak letak effects. Alright, so you have to make your poster supaya dia tak nampak very boring and plain. Okay, letaklah effects untuk bagi dia lebih menarik. Okay, so what I want you to do, okay, right after this, now I want you to submit. Okay, I akan bagi you kerja. So what I want you to do is tadi I tunjuk you tutorial, you tak try lagi. I nak you sendiri try buat poster yang I tunjuk ni. Okay, follow along what I did. Alright, so I nak you recreate the poster that I create ni. Alright, I have provided all the elements kat dalam classroom, you boleh follow. Kalau you nak make it a bit more interesting ataupun up to you lah, you nak tambah effect lain pun tak kisah. Nak guna gambar burger lain pun boleh, nak guna color lain pun boleh, nak guna font lain pun boleh, tak kisah. Yang penting, I nak you cuba jual sesuatu kat sini. Okay, letaklah price tag, okay, letak apa dia punya tagline semua kat situ. Okay, I want you to follow along, take this as a practice. Alright, so I akan buka apa tu panggil? Assignment punya post. So nanti you attach you punya poster dekat dalam tu. Alright,